Welcome back, developers, and today we are going to be covering switch case statement. And Dennis Rich said the best way to learn a new programming language is by writing programs in it. So the best way to learn switch case statements is by writing programs. So I told you in the beginning that our C programming language series is going to be highly practical. So today we're going to learn the structure of the C of the switch case statement, and also how to implement the switch case statement through writing programs. So our first program is write a C program to input week number, and we know that a week is 7 days, so your numbers is going to be between 1 to 7, and print day of the week name using switch case. So this is basically a C program to find weekday name using switch case. So let's jump right into Visual Studio Code, and let's create a new file. I will call it weekdays like this .c. Make it a C file. And first thing is first, we are going to include our header file, and at the moment we're going to use standard input output.h, and then we write our int main. This is our main function. So when the C program is executing, it always starts with the main function, the code block for the main function. Then we are going to declare a variable int week day number. Is, let's call it day number, week day number like this. Then a switch, so switch is a keyword in C. So how does a switch work? We see a switch case works like a if else statement. So let's check it. Compares one statement from our main actions, then it executes that. So let me check, let me show you how to do it programmatically. So you write switch, then your variable in here. So we are going to say switch day number like this. Okay, we don't do like that. So we want to prompt the user to enter this day number. So let's print f kindly enter the day number. Kindly enter the day number like this, and let's make it a new line. Simply to make it a new line. Then we are going to scan to get the user input. So here we are going to write our specifier, which is an integer, so it's %d. Then the variable address, which is and day and day number like this, and day number like that. Then we terminate this line. After that, switch. So this is how you write your switch. Then the block for the switch. So this is what case the user enter 1. What are we going to do? This is what we are going to do. We are going to say print f. So if the user enters 1, we then print f the day. Then we say Sunday like this. I say Sunday because Sunday is day 1. Day 1 is Sunday. Then we break our, and then we do again case the user enters 2. What are we going to do? We are going to print, sorry, we are going to print f it's what it will be Monday. It will be Monday. So let me just copy some of these statements so that we save our precious time. Let's terminate here. Let me break here also. So let me copy these ones. I copy like this, then we paste. Oh, what happened? Monday break 2 case. Just copied the wrong way. Okay, let me fix that. I hope you are following. I hope you have some high energy today, since we are learning a new concept today. So case 3, it will be Tuesday. It will be Tuesday. Then you break. Let me paste again. Case 4. Case 4, it will be Wednesday. It will be Wednesday. It will be Wednesday. Then we break. Then let's paste again. Case 5, it will be Thursday. Thursday. Let's paste again. Case 6. It's a bit tiresome, but this is what you should do. The best way to learn any programming language is to write some programs with it. So this is what we are doing. It will be Friday. Day 6 is a Friday. And then the last day of the week, Saturday. Still weekend. Having some fun on a weekend. Like this. So let's run this program and see what we are going to get in our terminal. Case error previous used case 2. Yes, let's debug it, engineers. Let's debug these programs. So I think there is a 2 cases with case 2 previously used. This one, it should be 7. Let's run it again. We have debugged our program. Yay, our program is working. So end of the day, let's just enter 7 Saturday. So you see it's working. So that's basically how you write the switch case. You use the switch case statement in C. So here we have this is what is happening. Let me explain from the beginning of the program. We are including our preprocessor directives by using #include, and then standard input output. This is our header file where printf and scanf is coming from. So printf and scanf, these predefined functions are coming from this standard input output header. So I hope you are getting it. So these are our variable. We've declared a variable day of name. This is the name of the variable, is day, number of data type int. And remember that you cannot use keywords to name variables. Your variable cannot start with a number. You need to know all those rules for naming a variable. A variable must not have a space between it. Like this is not permissible. So no spaces between the name of your variable. You use BEM naming convention, or you are going to use camel casing. So here I've used the BEM naming convention. So I hope you are following and I hope you are enjoying this. So let's move to our next program. And here we are switching the variable. We are just checking. So we are checking it against many actions. We use one statement to check against many actions. So our first action is case 1. If the user enter 1, we are going to print on the screen it will be Sunday. And if the user enters 2, that will be Monday. So I hope this is loud and clear. Let's move to our next program. Let's go to the questions. Remember, by Dennis Ritchie. The best way to learn a new programming language is by writing programs in it. So let's go to our next question. Write a C program to input month number and print total number of days in month using switch case. C programming to find total number of days in a month using switch case logic to print number. So before you write any programming language, before you start writing your software, your solution, or a solution to a problem, whatever problem you're trying to solve with a programming language, remember to always have some logical part, you have some flow chart, you have some algorithm. Don't just jump right into the code without reasoning or without using some logic. So let's jump right into VS Code and write this. So here the problem is saying we need to write a program which, when using the switch case, so that when the user enters his number, then it will tell us this is January and the number of that month is 31 days. The number of days in that month is 31. So let's have that one. Month. I'll call this program month days.c, and let's include our header file. Let me just close include standard input output .h, and let's have our int main. So when the compiler is compiling this program, it always look for the main function, right? So I hope you are getting it. So let's say int month number, month. Always try to write some meaningful variables. Printf, you want to tell the user enter the month number. Let's make this template to create a new line. Then let's scan f %d. This is our specifier, it's an integer, and then the end. This will to look at to identify the address of our variables. So it's end month and month number, and then we terminate. Then we introduce our switch. We are switching the month number, then month number. After that, let's have the block for the switch statement. So it's switch, then case the user enters 1. What are we going to do? This is what we are going to do. Print, we are going to say printf the month is January, and yes, 31 days, like this. So we make it a new line, we terminate that line again, and then we break it like this. So in this question, we are going to include the default statement in switch case. So let's just copy this so that we save our time. We are against the time. So in this question, we are going to have 12 possible outcomes, but I'm not going to include them all so that we save our precious time. Let's just say 12. This will be the month is. Yeah, I just want to show you that it works, right? The month is December, and it is 31 days. 2, the month is February. Was born in February. The month is February. It is either 28 or 29 days, depending on is it a leap year or it's a normal year. So we also have the default. The default statement is like the else It's like else in switch in if else in if statements. So we have our defaults. We can have our default print f in our default, try again, like this. So in case the user enters a number that is out of the range, then they have to try again. So let's just try to run our code and see if it is working. Enter the month number. Let me enter 20 and see if they try again. So you see what is happening. So this number doesn't exist, so they have to try again. So this is so super and everything is working. So I hope you are following. The best way to learn any programming language is by writing programs. So let's go to our next programs. Control B to make the sidebar come back, and then let's look at the next question. Write a C program to create menu-driven calculator that performs basic arithmetic operation, add, subtract, multiply, and divide using switch case. The calculator should input two numbers and an operator from user. So let's look at how we can do this program. Then after that, we want to jump to this question, which is said write a C program to input two numbers from user and find maximum between two numbers using switch case. So we also want to see how we can pass expressions in the switch case. We also have another question, write a C program to input number from user and check whether the number is even or odd using switch case. How to check even or odd number using switch case in C programming. So you need to come up with the logic on how to do these questions. We might not do all of them, especially this one will be your homework. This you try this question on your own, but I will give you a hint on how to do it. So let's just go to this will be our main project on this switch case. So let's just say mean, let's name it to mean calculator .c like this, and let's close this one. Then we are going to include our preprocessor directives include. Then we include also our header files, where here we're using standard input output.h like this. Then we write our main function int main. I just want to show you the logic how you are going to come up with this program. You need to have two variables. So there are other variables going to be char what op for operator, and then you are going to have, remember this one, you need two numbers. You are going to say float. So these are just a basic calculator for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And then float num2. Always make your variable meaningful. So we are going to have float num2 like this. After that, we also need a fourth variable, which is going to be result, which is going to store our result. So we are going to say again float result like this. So now let's start to code. We can code this. We can say maybe we can say printf. We can make it printf like this, and then we say welcome to EPC calculator. It's a calculator made by EPC like this. So we terminate here. Then now we say printf you want to allow the user to enter the number to add or multiply or to subtract, whatever they want to do. Enter the value of num1 like this. Then let's terminate. Let's create a new line, and then let's scan that value, scan F. Then we put our specifier. This time is %f, then comma, then the address of the variable, and num1 like this. Then we are going to copy these two statements to save our precious time. After that, enter the value of num2 like this, then scanf %f and num2 like this. So I hope you are following. I hope you are following. You are following because this is going to be awesome. Then we want to, is it the user, if they enter the op, is it if they enter, we also want to enter the operator. We want to allow them to enter the operators. So we can say print f. We can allow them to enter the operator, Let me just be fast because we are now against time. This video should not be longer than 30 minutes, right? So let's just scan F. This time is %c and the address of the variable. Then let's switch. We are switching the what? The op, right? We are switching the op, and then the block of our switch case statement. So case they enter what? This should be in single quotes. So case they enter plus, what do we want? What is happening? Why is it indicating an error? Switch. Let's check. Just say the same thing. Okay. So I was now making a mistake. So it should be case. Case they enter plus. See, I hope you are learning. You don't need to cram everything. You don't need to know everything by head. So result will be what? Result will be equals to num1 plus num plus num plus num2 like this. So case they enter this one, what are we going to do? Result will be equals to num1 by num2. Then we terminate this one. Case they enter the multiplication, case they enter multiplication operator, then the result is going to be what? Then our result is going to be equals to num1 by num2. So I hope you are following. So let's just save a default. I'm not going to finish this all the operators because we are running out of time. We're left with 6 minutes. This video exactly at 30 minutes it should cut. Default They just print error. I just print error, it will print error, right? Like this. Then we terminate that one. So we want to print f our results. The answer. I need to make sure that I write the correct thing. The answer is %f, then comma, and results, which we terminate here. Let's run this program. So this program should work perfectly. Okay, there's an error. There's an error here. It's outside the quotes. It should be inside the quotes like this. So always, you should be always a good debugger, right? Welcome to EPC calculator, the value of num1. So if you provide your values, then this calculator should work. So I want you to finish this calculator, do some practice. The best way you can understand C is by writing programs like this. This is the best way to learn. So let me close this. I want to show you something before I stop this video, right? So write a C program to input numbers from user and find maximum between two numbers using switch case. How to find maximum or minimum between two numbers using switch case. So let's write a program maxmin. So let's just call this program maxmin maxmin.c like this, and let's include our preprocessor directories and include our header files, standard input, output.h. Then we write our main function int main. You can also use void main if you want. I can use void main if I want, still allowed, or I can only use main only. It's up to you. So they just int num1 like this. Always write meaningful variables. Int num2 like this, and remember not to use keywords for variable names. After that, let's we want to allow the user to enter, to prompt the user to enter these values. Enter the value of num1 like this. So we want the user to enter the value of num1. So \n, that means a new line. So we want to scan. We also want to scan the, so we use our specifier is %d, since it's a type of integer, and this is the address of the variable. This num1 like this. The name should be the same with the variable name. So let's copy this part so that we save our precious time. This is a good part of it, that you can copy and paste things. Yeah, so that's programming. Programming is all about copy and pasting. Jacks. After that, we want to use our switch now. Switch, we put an expression is num1. Oh, you made a mistake. Is num1 greater than num2? And here you are going to get two possible outcomes, 0 and 1. So case 0, which is false. So if this statement is false, you are going to print f if this one is false, so it's num2 is the largest. So here if you evaluate this expression, it will give you two possible outcomes, it's true or false. After that, it say there is 0 and 1. So in C, our true is 1 and our false is 0. So if this is false, it means num2 is the biggest. Else, which you are going to write case 1, print f, which just means the num1 is the maximum. So you just print the is the minimum because you want to be consistent. Let me put new line again here so that everything becomes. And then let's save our default statement, which is our else now. Print f, I always have to write error like this, debug, then we terminate this program. So let's run it and test it. Which one is running? Okay, let's say 2. We're entering here 2, 4. num2 is the minimum, num1 is the maximum. Error debug. Why is it running all these statements? Okay, we're not using break, so we need to break here. So let me break here. I also break here. Right, let's test it again. Error expected at the end of input. Let's check where do we have any problem here. Let's check what might be the problem. Num1 is case 0. Everything is there. Max mean to error expected this at the end of input. Void main. Okay, let's check something. Okay, there's a 2 here. There's a 2. Okay, it's okay. Yes, it's working. num2 is the minimum. Is it true? Let's clear and run again. num1, let's make it 1. Then let's num2 is the minimum, so we vice versa this program. So let's just write num2. If this is true, num2 is the minimum. So it's okay, it's working. So now let's check again how to find the even odd number using the if the case even odd dot c. So first let's just include these main things, then we include in our preprocessor directories, standard input output dot h. Then we are going to write our int main. Let's not make that silly mistake again. Then let's read the question. Write a C program to input number from user and check whether the number is even or odd using switch case. We want to check whether the number is even or odd, so we are going to allow the user to enter some number, int number. Let's just say number. Okay, it's okay. After that, let's just say printf enter a number like this. We want the user to enter the number. After that, let's terminate this line. Scanf, we want to scan that number, then it's %d, then the address of the number, which is just a number, which is the variable name, the address of our variable. Then let's switch. We want to switch. This is a condition if so we're saying if number modulus 2 is equals to 0, then we know this is an even number if this one is true. So if it's true, we are going to say case this is a 1. Let's have printf is even. It is, let's write it is an even number, because this expression will evaluate to, it will give us two possible outcomes, a true or a false. So if it's 1, then we know that this one is it's an even. Oh, already we have some error. I don't know where the error is coming from. We'll check. We're going to check everything. Let's break this again. Let's break it again. After breaking it, we are 1 2. So case 0 like this. So we write our printf it is an odd number. Where is that error coming from? Let's just debug it. We break here. After that, let's have our default statement. Then we print f error debug. So you need to debug your program. Then let's still has an error. Where is the error coming from? Expected it where did we not put that one? Let me just confirm everything that we've we terminated every line. Let me run it and see exactly. The error is gone. So enter number, let's say 4. It is an even number. So everything is working. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please remember this amazing statement by Dennis Ritchie: the best way to learn a new programming language is by writing programs. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Peace. I love your beautiful faces.